I mean, you can't miss the couple. Got a freckle-headed bald guy. You go live? Huh? All right, I'll go on here in a minute.
How do you know Nick?
Nick, so
Hey! I had Red in here a minute ago. Very closely. Yeah, you're here. Chad Grammer. You guys were here last year.
2 years ago.
Last year. 2 years ago. Yeah. So maybe we're not in here. Maybe we're over there.
You know, I've got to learn about people that I know from other people.
We appreciate it.
Well, are you at the stadium yet? Well, I'm up here with Chad, and he said, you know, Nick Spencer's son plays for Oak Grove, and I says, Nick who? Because I've been talking to you this week. He said, Nick Spencer, yeah. He plays for Oak Grove, and he pointed his name and number out to me. So I said, I'm going to call you. So when you get here, come up to the, give me a text, and we'll come up to the press box. Okay, sounds good. Bye.
all right, you ready? I'm ready. Oh, those were on.
Hey, they are on.
We're on?
We are on.
We're on. Hopefully, okay, live from Oak Grove, Missouri. Chad Grammer and Gary Davidson will be along here shortly as we're live at.
I guess we already were live.
Good thing we didn't say anything bad, Gary.
Yeah, I see why Jerry sets us up. That's what he does to us.
I know. So we're live in Oak Grove, and it is, that time of year. We're getting towards the later part of October, Gary, and you know what that means.
Not what you do in September or October. It's what you do in November.
Yes, and we're getting to that point. You want to play your best ball these next couple of weeks heading into districts and hit your stride going into that first week of districts. Right now, Harrisonville sitting at the 6th seed in districts, looking up at a 3 versus 6 matchup against Grandview right now. Obviously, that can change over the next couple of weeks, and them being idle for a week may have helped them. And actually, I forgot, I said a 6. They'll probably be in a 4-5 matchup because right above them was Warrensburg. Well, they would flip-flop with Warrensburg because of the head-to-head, which means we would travel to Bolivar, Missouri, for a football game.
Been there a couple of times. Actually, I think we went down there one night and then went back down the next day.
Yes,
so, yeah.
we did. So all kinds of stuff going on. We are live here in Oak Grove, and we are ready for some high school football game. It is going to be your pregame show coming up after these messages brought to you by our good friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair. Always think and look at them first when you need tires or anything to work on your car. We'll be right back after this.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Hey everyone, Cody here with Aiken's PC Repair, the exclusive computer repair company for 4Ts. Slow computer got you down? We offer virus removal and hardware repair to get you back in action. And with our antivirus software, we can help prevent future infections. Check us out today at 105 East Mechanic Street in historic downtown Harrisonville.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American Heritage Realtors. With almost 40 years of experience, they will take all the stress out of buying and selling a home. Add in being the #1 seller of properties on Zillow, and American Heritage should be the only call you make when you're ready to buy or sell your home. Experience, reliability, and results. That's American Heritage Realtors next to Sonic on South Commercial Street.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oak Grove, Missouri. I'm Chad Graber. Gary Davidson alongside me. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, right behind Oak Grove High School. It is our pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center and Young's Auto Repair, the one-stop shop for all your auto repairs. Gary, it is high school football on a Friday night. A really weird week last week. We didn't have a game, and we had Friday night at home. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah, I called you and told you I loved you a couple of times, and then talked about obviously Saturday, which I want to give another shout out to everybody that stepped up, being able to give $700 to the Harrisonville Police Department, $700 to the Cass County Sheriff's Department, and $700 to the Highway Patrol. All will benefit youth, whether it be through presents at Christmas or going to the hospitals and presenting children with presents there. So I want to again thank all that contributed to that and made it a success.
And for all those slow at math like myself, that is $2,100 we were able to raise last Saturday at our Back the Blue ×2. And guys, we had a blast. We got to call 5 games. They had the flag football game at 8. I was actually on the field coaching that game with my son Braxton, and then we had 4 youth games, and some good players showed up, played some good football. I mean, just a couple off the top of my head. I mean, Christian Crook in the last game of the day, almost incredible comeback for them. They were down 18-0, scored 16 points in the last 35 seconds of that ball game. If they would have had about 10 more seconds, I think they might have been able to have a shot at a win. Just ran out of time in that one. Braden Gregory in the second and third place game, or second and third grade game, he had 2 touchdowns. First game he'd played at quarterback, and he looked like a seasoned pro playing quarterback. So a lot of fun last week, and most importantly, we were able to give back $2,100 to our community and our law enforcement that keep us safe each and every week. And of course, for you, that is a special spot in your heart, being a retired Missouri Highway Patrolman and your son being on the Highway Patrol right now. And then, of course, many friends and your wife, a retired Cass County deputy. So a lot of connections there for you guys. And it was just awesome to be able to give back last week.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had the opportunity to be a part of each one of those events with the patrol, and then with the sheriff's office, which is the Tan Santa, when the PD, which is the shop with the cop, and then with the Highway Patrol, theirs is to benefit Michael Newton, and we go to the Children's Hospital and also the Ronald McDonald House, cook supper for the people that are there. Because everyone may be there last Christmas. So, you just never know some of those children that are there and the parents that are having to deal with that. And it breaks your heart, but it also makes you humble of what you really have. And thankful that you've got some health and your children have some health as well. So. Well,
and, that brings us to tonight, talking about the health. hopefully the Cats got a little bit healthy. They had 2 weeks off from that game against Center, and we'll talk about that a little bit, and it's part of my keys of the game. But, that game is over and done with. You've got 2 games before you hit districts. Oak Grove put up almost 50 points on a Center team that we could not get across on, and they're going to be ready to run the football. Pat Richard runs that running game in the backfield, that wing-type T offense, and they're going to run, and they're going to run. They're probably going to run some more.
Well, and the thing about it is, you never know who's going to have the ball. So everybody on that line in the linebacker area, they're going to have to stay in their area and stay in their lane. They're going to have to be consistent in what they do and patient on that defensive side, because if they start chasing ghosts to a certain extent as far as the fakes, we're going to have some issues. We've got a little bit more youth out there this year or this game because of some injuries that we've had, and so those athletes are going to have to step up and learn that position relatively quickly, and they've had a little bit of opportunity to do that in the last couple of games.
And I'll be interested to see what Harrisonville does offensively tonight, and see if they maybe change things up, maybe go back to some of the stuff that's worked in the past. I always go back to that 2016 season. They tried a couple of different things. They ended up 3-3 at one point in the season. They're 3-3 this year. So they made some changes, and it led to a 9-game winning streak and a state championship. So your season's not over.
Oh, by all means not.
You're 3-3. You got 2 games, and you got a district coming up that's going to be a tough district, but a very winnable district at the same time. Is I feel like those top 6 teams in that district are all pretty close together. Obviously, Grandview's 3-4 on the year. However, Grandview also plays in the Suburban Conference, and they're not playing, they're playing the Kearneys, the Smithvilles, the, Platte counties. So they're playing in a tough conference. So they're not playing any chumps, so to speak.
Right.
So even though they're 3-4, Bolivar's 3-4, but they play a lot of the big schools out of the Springfield area. And then, you go to the top, you go to Lincoln Prep. You may think, well, they're 7-0. Yet who they play isn't quite up to par with some of these others, and I believe next week they've got they eked out one against Maryville a couple weeks ago. Next week they've got Center. We're gonna know a whole lot about Lincoln Prep after that football game, because we know what Center has, and Center is going to come to play. Just got nipped by we didn't get to talk about that because last week we were on the air. 42-41 got beat by Odessa. Gave Odessa everything they could. Had 640 yards total offense, and I'm pretty sure those two could be meeting back in the district championship game. And I'm going to tell you right now, well, I actually may not. I may go to that game if we're not doing a game that night, because that'd be a good game to go to.
And who do we play next week? Odessa. I mean, we got them at home, thank goodness, but still, that tells you, again, this game is all, especially at high school level, is all about matchups. But, Odessa has been tough, as of late, and they're tough again this year. So I'm not looking past tonight, but these next 2 games, Oak Grove and Odessa, are winnable, but they are going to be tough games for us to win.
Oak Grove almost beat Odessa. It was 28-23 final score in that game. So we've talked about the MRVC, man. It's loaded, top to bottom. Every single team in the MRVC this year has knocked somebody off in the MRVC. Look at Excelsior. They knocked us off. And the only team that would have struggled this year is Clinton.
I was going to say, that's where I was going to go.
And they played a JV schedule, and they're struggling on the JV side. So I think they got maybe a wake-up call, and it's like, hey, MRVC's tough whether you're playing JV football or varsity football. And, they're 2-4. They're 2-4 at the JV level, so that ain't going to get any easier for them next year.
It's almost like they knew something before the year started when they decided, and you've got to hand it to them. They made the choice to do that. I really hate it for the young men down there that were wanting to play football, obviously, and obviously for the conference itself, because each conference school lost a game unless they could pick one up. So, they obviously maybe saw something or just realized that, hey, this is not the year that they need to be trying to really build up and try to get a little bit of build in for the next couple of years.
So we got 2 games before we hit into district play. 2 more MRVC games. I think MRVC is a little bit out of reach for the Cats. However, they can play spoiler this next couple of weeks, especially on next Friday night. But they got the game at hand tonight against the Oak Grove Panthers. We're going to take a timeout. They're getting ready to do the national anthem. And when we get back, we'll talk about keys to the game, opening kickoff, and more on your pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Young's Auto Repair, Young's Tire and Wheel Center.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
A strong lineup is always important no matter the sport. The same should go for your insurance company as well. At Stafford & Stafford Insurance, your auto, commercial, life, health, farm, and crop insurance is all under one roof. With a lineup like that, they are sure to have your team covered. Call the team that will line up with the best of them. Stafford & Stafford Insurance in Harrisonville, located on Commercial Street across from Holland's Auto Sale.
After watching the Wildcats, you can build up an appetite. Why not put your love of the Wildcats and hunger to the test by going to the Suzy Q after the game and rewatching the game while there? Grab a big juicy burger and some Suzy Q's at 4T's post-game headquarters. The Suzy Q. Find them in the Southland Shopping Center across from the old Cass Medical Center.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, and we're ready for high school football on a Friday night underneath the Friday night lights. A crisp October fall evening, and it finally feels like football season, Gary. We've had we did a Back the Blue last Saturday. It was 90 degrees and windy, and here we are tonight, the mid to low 50s and crisp autumn air. I love it.
Yeah, we were under the tent, and because of the sun and the heat, trying to stay as cool as we could with a little bit of the a breeze that we had last week. So, well, I say a little bit of the breeze. It just about blew our tent away a couple of different times. But yes, it's great to have football weather. This is the kind of football weather, the weather that players like to play under, because that way, hopefully you're not getting any heat-related injuries or cramps or anything like that. So, it's great night for football.
Absolutely great night for football. It's our pregame show brought to you by our friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair, and we're ready for high school football. We're about 10 minutes or so away from your opening kick. We just had a great national anthem by the Panther Pride Marching Band, and now we are ready for some keys to the game. Those keys to the game brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall. For the keys to your new car, truck, or SUV, give our friends at Show Me Auto Mall a call. And Gary, key number 1 for me tonight, forget about it. Forget about it. And I think you know exactly what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Short memory is what you call it. I mean, it is a short memory. Even though it's been 2 weeks ago, it's a short memory. You do not think about what happened in the past.
We always talk about it. You can learn a lot from a loss. But sometimes you take those losses, you wad them up, and you throw them out the window, and you forget it happened. Okay, you're not going to see Center again. They're going to be playing Class 3. They're going to be in districts, but you can learn a couple of things. You can learn what you need to do better defensively, what you needed to do better offensively, and we'll see what adjustments that the Wildcats made here tonight.
Yeah, and you can adapt. I mean, you're gonna see a different team tonight than you're probably going to see, or when I say a different team, a different type of offense and defense you're going to see from last week, or then this week on to next week. So I can't do two things at once. So I apologize.
Key number 2 for me is back to basics. I know everybody's thinking, what is he talking about? Back to basics. And I'm back to what our strong suit is, running the football. Okay, now everybody's going to say, you've been saying pass the ball more, pass the ball more. What I'm saying is you get back to the basics of running the football. You mix in the pass to keep the defense honest. Get back to the basics that got you where you've gotten. You have the best running back in the state of Missouri in your backfield. Utilize him, get him in space, and get him back to what he was doing early in the year with 350-yard games.
And you've got the compliment of his brother, who's a freshman, but who's going to be equally a threat in the years to come, and almost an equal as the threat right now. And so, therefore, you've got both of those tremendous athletes in your backfield, and you've got the opportunity. I mean, you've got some people that can throw the ball in the backfield, depending on who's back there. I mean, all of them have the capable arm, whether it be Mitchell, whether it be Glenn, or whether it be the other Reynolds, I'll call. You have that opportunity to be able to throw the ball as well as run the ball with any of those in the backfield. And so, looking forward to see. They've had 2 weeks to digest what happened at center and look at their past and try to see what's going to benefit them moving forward into the districts.
And key number 3, move forward. You know what? The past is in the past. You're 3-3. Who cares? You win trophies in November, not in September. Get right. Get ready for districts coming up.
Oh, absolutely. And you want to peak at the right time. You want to start gelling and peaking as you go forward into those districts. And tonight's a good place to start. You had 2 weeks off. Tonight's a good place to start that.
And, what I talk when I talk about that, let's think about a little bit the Kansas City Chiefs right now. They're struggling. Everybody's like, oh, my gosh, what's wrong with the Chiefs? Chiefs aren't going to be any good this year. Chiefs don't care that they're not winning every football game right now. Yeah, you want to win every football game. Their ultimate prize is out in L.A. in February, and that's at the Super Bowl. In Super Bowl 50, what are we at, 56 or 57? 56 coming up, I believe.
Well, who did they beat early in the season last year? Tampa Bay.
Absolutely.
Who came back and beat them in the Super Bowl? Really held them to nothing. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking to improve and gel at the right time.
Right, and a lot of people are talking about the Chiefs. Just to add this little tidbit in for you, let's name 4 of the starting quarterbacks the Chiefs have played this year. Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield. I don't even remember the other 2. All four of them probably Pro Bowlers. I'm like, come on, guys. It's not like we're playing some chumps right now. So,
absolutely.
Again, it goes back to that playing your best football when you need to. Right now is when the Cats got to start playing their best football, and this is when they need to, Gary.
Oh, absolutely. And hopefully it'll start here in about another 6 minutes and 17 seconds. And, if we get the ball first, which I would rather kick off, they may change things up a little bit. But if we get the ball first, you need to have a nice long drive, and you need to set the tempo of the game from that very first drive that you have, whether you receive the opening kickoff or whether you get it from a punt.
All right, those were the keys to the game, brought to you by Show Me Automall. For the keys to your car, truck, or SUV, call our friends at Show Me Automall. We're going to take another timeout, and we will be back live from Oak Grove, Missouri for more pregame action after this. You're watching high school football and Wildcat football on 4Ts.com and 4Ts on YouTube.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family-owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who 4Ts trust to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Guess what? We're hiring at Culver's. That means if you're up for welcoming families with coworkers who feel like family, and you have a thing for fresh frozen custard, and for growing your career in a place you can be proud of, with a schedule that makes you smile, like, say, cheese curds smile, you're our kind of people. So join the Culver's team. Learn how you can build so much more than butter burgers. Apply at culvers.jobs.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Atkinson Funeral Home is always proud to sponsor Harrisonville athletics. Closing in on a century in business, the Atkinsons are proud to be part of the Harrisonville community and enjoy cheering for the Wildcats.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Atkinson Funeral Home is always proud to sponsor Harrisonville athletics. Closing in on a century in business, the Atkinsons are proud to be part of the Harrisonville community and enjoy cheering for the Wildcats. Where's the best place to be this fall? Upcycled Orchard. Come see us for one of our delicious, fresh panini sandwiches on our homemade artisan bread, a cider slushie, homemade pie, and so much more. You pick apples, you pick pumpkins, mums are all right around the corner. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Upcycled Orchard to stay posted. Our fall hours are Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturdays, 10 to 4. We'll see you soon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, and we are ready for high school football. The coin toss going on now as we speak, and we will be ready for football. We'll let you know which way we're going, north, south, here on this football field coming up in a few seconds as they go over things at midfield. Here you see that right there on our computer, on your computer screen or your TV, whichever one, or maybe your phone, whichever one you might be watching. We're ready for high school football action. Cats looking to bounce back after that defeat to Center on Saturday afternoon a couple of weeks ago. And Oak Grove looking to get in the win column against this Wildcat team. Wildcats will be in their away white tops, blue numbers, blue letters, blue helmets with the H on the side, the black pants. Oak Grove will be in black bottoms, black tops, orange numbers with a white outline as we get ready for football as they are tossing the coin. I want to thank you again for joining us on the pregame show brought to you by our friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Young's Auto Repair. That coin toss just went up and back down. Brought to you by Hawthorne Bank. Get a little bit more change in your pocket. Open a savings account at Hawthorne Bank. Gary?
Well, first of all, I like the letters, the numbers, because we're going to be able to read them tonight. Oak Grove won the toss, they deferred, and they are going to defend the south goal going north, and Harrisonville will be receiving, and they will be defending the north goal going southbound.
So they're going to be going southbound towards Lone Jack area. Northbound will be up towards the Wellington area, Napoleon area.
Hopefully they're on an interstate when they get on the ball and they run it this time. Hopefully they're going to be on the highway ready to go. So
buckle up the chin straps. It's time for high school football. We're waiting the opening kickoff in this one. Cats will return the kick here. And I'll have to get Jerry with his math, because I got to remember how much money the Sonic kick return contestant would get here tonight if they were able to win. Hopefully we'll get a chance maybe after this kick to surprise somebody with a Sonic gift card for a kick return. Remember, you'll get a $10 gift card just for playing. Here comes that opening kick. Now everybody's going to be cheering for this opening kick because they think they might get some free Sonic if we get a kick return. And here is the kick. It'll be a little squib kick, and it'll bounce at about the 30, picked up at the 25 by the Cats. Nowhere to go. And a flag might be a hold on the Cats. So it's holding on the return. And a illegal block in the back there at the 28. That'll put the Cats at their own 18-yard line, where they will start this first drive of the ball game. So been a couple of weeks. Let's see what the Cats come out and try to do here on offense.
It's not really the way you want to start the first play of the game as a penalty.
Already can tell you, new look for the Wildcats in the backfield. Espen Glenn going to be under center and actually going to be in that pistol formation. Reynolds in the backfield behind him on 1st and 10 from the 17. And here we go. And the snap is dropped. Glenn nowhere to go. Dropped at the 15-yard line by Carson Smith. So not the way the Cats want to start the ball game. And, you know, we just talked about Espen Glenn now in there starting at quarterback. It's not Mason Mitchell in there. And you may have some of those situations. Espen may be getting a little antsy there. Hasn't started a game at quarterback yet this year. Played a little bit earlier in the season. They're going to go 2 wide receivers to your left. 1 to your right will be Loeffel. And the shotgun with Miller. And now, again, nowhere to go. But Glenn going to get to the outside, cuts it up, and gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Cats. And right now, the Wildcat offensive line has got to stop those leaks as Oak Grove playing in the backfield of the Wildcats here on 1st and 2nd down, even though that first one was bobbled a little bit. Glenn and Miller in the backfield, 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the left. And Glenn looking to throw on 3rd down, rolls. And now he throws wide open as Reynolds in space. And if he can get on his horse, he's at the 40 to the 50. He's going to cut back. No. Yeah, now he cuts at the 45 or 40, 35 down to the 31-yard line. Espen Glenn rolls out, waits, finds Reynolds wide open in the flats, and Reynolds turns it in to a 50-plus yard gain on that one.
55-yard gain.
So the Cats in business down at the 31 after a 3rd and long completion from Glenn to Reynolds. Now they go with that little pistol formation. Nate to the right, to the left is Jace, and they're going to hand off for Nate, and Nate is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. And that brings up a 2nd down and 12. Make it 11. So 2nd down coming up for the Cats after the loss of a yard. We're underway from Oak Grove. Cats in business after a big completion from Espen Glenn to Jason Reynolds down to the 32 of Oak Grove. Espen with Nate and Jace on his hips on 2nd down. Again, another handoff for Reynolds, and he's into the secondary to the 20, lowers his shoulder down to the 15, out of bounds at the 13-yard line. You see that top-end speed right there, Gary, of Nate Reynolds when he hit the corner.
Yeah, you did. I mean, we talked about that one time when he shifted gears back at Harrisonville. Did the same thing there.
And a big chunk of yardage again sets the Cats up down at about the 12 on a 1st and 10. Up to the line of scrimmage they go. Holden out to the right side, in tight on the left. And this time they're going to fake the
Good
handoff.
read. Good
and a
read.
Good read by Espen Glenn inside the 5. And he loses the ball on the hit. And Oak Grove going to come up with it at the 5-yard line. Gary Caldy had a good read. I don't think he saw that linebacker coming. You got to hold that ball tight. He had it out a little bit. And that's the thing about that option, Gary. Once you decide to run, you got to tuck it, because if it gets hit, it's going to pop out.
Yes, that is correct.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Oak Grove from their own 5-yard line. I don't want to say Odessa, because Oak Grove people will kick me out of the press box and chuck me down into the bleachers if I do that. Here we go on 1st and 10. Little run right up the middle on 1st down.
I didn't see who carried the ball.
It was 14, Brendan Griffin on the carry. Brings up a 2nd down and about 5 for the Panthers. Those 3 running backs in the backfield. Under center will be Jones on 2nd down, and they're going to just barrel it forward again for about 3. Brings up 3rd down and 2. And again, that was Griffin on the run, and it brings up 3rd and short. And Gary, what are they attacking right here in Oak Grove? They're attacking the middle of the field, right there where Pesic would be at middle linebacker. So it brings up a 3rd down and 2. Cats would like to get a stop here, though offense was looking good after a couple of misplays early. You go with offset I formation this time, in motion. And they're going to hand off, and a 1st down up to about the 16 for Oak Grove will move the chains. So a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
On the stop for the Wildcats. That's enough for a Panther 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 16.
So 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, you like the way Harrisonville moved the ball, so you've got to believe that hopefully they're going to be able to do that in the future. Now we've just got to step up on defense.
3 running backs back there in the line, and they're going to pitch it out to the outside again. Griffin, he's going to get about 4, and tripped up Messer and Glenn on the near side. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for Oak Grove. And actually that was 42 that time. Stewart on the carry. Bring up 2nd and 6. It's like Griffin, Smith, and Stewart, the main backs in the backfield. In tight there in that backfield. And now they're going to go up the middle with it for another 5 yards. Going to bring up close to a 1st down. Going to be with 3rd and short. So catch, you'd like, if you're the Cats, you want to get a stop on a 1st or 2nd down and make it a 2nd and long. Make them not have to go right to that run, because you know what's coming here on 3rd and short. So 3rd down and 1. Jones under center, 3-back set. And he's going to hand off right up the middle they go. And through for a 1st down and more was Smith for the 1st down. 33-yard line now.
Number 5, Espen Glenn on the stop. Another Panther 1st down.
And when you get calling Espen Glenn's number a lot on defense, you want to tighten up on defense, because he is your free safety, and you don't want him making a ton of your tackles. 6.5 to go here in quarter number 1. Cats and Oak Grove no score. Cats got it down to the 5. A fumble and a turnover gave Oak Grove their first possession of the ball game. And this time they're going to feed it up the middle again for 3 or 4 yards. And this time it'll be Griffin. So nothing fancy from Oak Grove, just popping you in the mouth, coming right at you. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. 6 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. If you're the Cat defense, you'd like to see those 3 guys up front get a little bit of a push on that line of scrimmage. Stewart, Smith, and Griffin in the backfield. This time nowhere to go. Carson Miller says not this time. And now you're in that 3rd and medium situation where you got to kind of watch for a pass and make it a little bit harder for Oak Grove. And that's what you want to see out of your middle linebacker, starting to read where that ball is going out of that 3-back set, Gary.
Yeah, it was an excellent tackle, form tackle. I mean, right just at the chest, came up through with the arms and put him on the ground.
I feel like I got Tucker over here. I feel like I'm calling a Madden game because we got Tucker next to us with the
Playing
Xbox
with the joysticks.
controller doing the camera work. Now, back set in the backfield. They're going to hand off, nowhere to go. Wrapped up, taken down was Smith. He got about a yard out of that, going to bring up 4th down and about 3 from their own 40. See if Oak Grove elects to punt. Looks like they are going to punt it away here. So with 4:45 to go in the first quarter, Oak Grove gets out of the shadow of their own end zone and set to punt this one away. Eric Larkworthy is our Sonic kick return contestant tonight. And we'll see. Oak Grove is cheering as if it was an offsides, and it was. And Harrisonville gifts Oak Grove a first down. Not the mistakes you can make late in October in a key game. You cannot have offsides on a 4th and 3 for a punt. And the Cats made the mistake there. It'll be a 1st and 10 up to the 45-yard line. Griffin, Smith, and Stewart in the backfield. And this time they're going to look to pass down the sideline. They got a beat on it, and good defense right there by Cameron Lawful.
Boy, he almost got it with one hand. Boy, that was a great defensive play.
Quickly becoming Harrisonville's lockdown cornerback. And it looked like right there, Hayden Armstrong was a little bit upset with his quarterback. He was shaking his head, kind of put his hands up in the air like, throw it a little bit farther for me. But that was all Cameron Lawful right there to knock that one down. And what I like about Cameron, it looked like a little bit, they may have been talking a little bit on the way back, got a little bit of moxie. You got to have that when you're a cornerback. So here we go, offset I formation. They're going to pitch it back this time to Smith.
Oh, excellent.
Runs into his own player, nowhere to go, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Good read by the Cats. Weber in there, along with a couple other Cats to slow him down. So Smith tried to get to the outside, nothing doing, and it brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he held the corner, which pushed him back in, and therefore that's where all the Cats were, and they are able to pursue.
And this is what we talked about, Gary. You want to get them in 3rd and long situations as a running team. So they're letting the clock roll here. I think they may call a timeout. Just 10 seconds on the play clock. Or they're going to hurry to the line. They're going to go for, or it is 3rd down. I was thinking it was 4th down. And now they're going to go right up the middle. And that delay handoff gets a first down. 17-yard run for a first down. And, you know, I think that was all by design, Gary. I think they had that by design, a 3rd and long, make you think that they're going to call a timeout, make you think they don't know what's going on, and then they run up to the line of scrimmage and snap it, and the defense is not set and ready.
Yeah, and you had them where you wanted, and you prepared for stop, and hopefully after the mistake on the last series, or I say series, the 3 downs, where you had the opportunity to get a punt, you're offsides and keep them in life.
So ball down to the 38, Cat defense stifling there as they get about to Smith on the carry. He's going to get to about the 37, almost 36, bring up a 2nd down and 8. I mean, they had me fooled because I was like, well, they may take a timeout here and then decide to punt it. And I forgot it was 3rd down as the way they went up on it. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. And Oak Grove again looking to the sideline in no hurry here. Now the Cat defense, this is where you got to be ready. They've done this once already. You don't want them to run up to the line and get a big chunk of yardage again. So here we go on
13-play drive, already 5 minutes already taken off the clock. No, 7 minutes taken off the clock.
And this time they're going to hand it to Griffin, I believe. Might have been Stewart. Going to get about 3, bring up 3rd down and 5. And I was wrong on both accounts. Grady Salmon on the carry, the sophomore running back. So 3rd down and 5 coming up on this long drive by Oak Grove. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter of play. And up to the line of scrimmage they go. 3-back set. Under center is Jones on 3rd down. And this time nowhere to go with it. It looked like, but he did get the handoff off. And again, there's that reading. You can't see where the ball's coming out. Brings up 4th and a couple down to the 30-yard line. This is the either 15th or 16th play of this drive, and it has eaten up a good 7+ minutes as we're approaching 1:10 to go here first quarter and still no score.
16 play coming up right now. Started at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're at 1 minute now, so 8.5 minutes already. Starting on their own 5-yard line.
So 4th down and 2 coming up. Jones got the 3 backs in the backfield here. Big 4th down play. He got a 1st down, was Smith inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Oak Grove, and we will have our 17th play of the drive. We had a 4th down that ended up being a 1st down because of a penalty. And really, I guess that play doesn't count.
It doesn't.
On the drive, so you're looking at 18 plays if you was to count that 4th down. So 17th play of the drive coming up 35 seconds to go here first quarter. Stewart, Griffin, and Smith, and they're going to hand off again to Smith. He's going to take it down to the 20-yard line with 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So 2nd down, 7.
I'm going to run out of space on my drive sheet.
And 10 seconds to go. We'll see if they run up to do one more play or they're just going to let this one roll out.
So both teams have driven on the other team almost the length of the field. You know, we started on the 17-yard line, drove all the way to the 5-yard line. They started on the 5-yard line, and now they're all the way down to about the 21-yard line. So only 2 drives in the first half. 2 passes, 1 was incomplete. 1 was complete, the one to Reynolds. But that was a quick quarter.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. Located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you. All right, welcome back. We go to the second quarter. We're in the midst of an Oak Grove 18-play, 9.5-minute drive that's going to extend into the second quarter. And you want to know how fast that first quarter was? It's 7:18, folks. We started at 7 o'clock, and it's only a 12-minute quarter. Not a whole lot of clock stoppage going on in this one. 2nd down and about 7. Make it 6 for the Panthers as they're down at the Wildcat 21-yard line. And here they go under center. It'll be Smith to keep it or take it, and he gets nowhere, maybe a half yard, and that'll bring up 3rd down again for Oak Grove.
Actually, he lost.
Well, it shows him losing, but they got it marked at about the 20, so I think he actually did gain a little bit of yardage, but not much, if that. So 11.5 to go here in the first half. No score.
And you got to believe this is probably 4-down territory. Unless they would lose 15 or 20 yards here, they're probably going to go for it.
So I formation this time. Going to go in motion. And this time they're going to pitch it out to Smith. He's going to cut back. 1st down, but a flag. Looks like this one might be coming back and make it 3rd and long. So we will see what they're going to call here. So it is a hold on Oak Grove, pushing back to the 30-yard line. And that's what Gary was talking about. So bring up 3rd down and about 15 for the Panthers. Let's see if they go back to the air. They've only tried one pass here on the night, and they bring in Armstrong. He is the one they threw it to. We'll see if that's where they go on this one. So 3rd down and about 15 for the Panthers. 11:08 to go here in the first half. No score. Kansas defense is bent and it has not broke yet. They're going to go back to that I formation again in motion. And this time they're going to look to pass. Throw it over the middle. High. Incomplete.
He had a guy open.
He did have a guy down Weber at the 15, but he overshot him, and that brings up 4th down and 15. And, you know, here's that situation. You're at the 30-yard line of your opponent, Gary, on 4th down and 15. You don't really want to punt here because it goes in the end zone. It's a 10-yard punt, basically, because you give it back at the 20. So you're better off really going for it here. And let's say you don't get it and you get down to the 17. It's just as good as a, 18-yard punt or so, better than just trying to place it inside. So one back set on 4th down and long. And roll out to pass is Jones, still looking. He's got his man, ball on the turf, out of bounds. And that's
so
where
it was a catch.
They're going to rule it a catch and a fumble out of bounds. Oh, now they're going to say it was incomplete, so the ball will be at the 30-yard line.
No, they're ruling it as a catch because they're setting it up at the 23, and they were on the 30.
So it was a completed pass, and then a fumble out of bounds at the 23, so the Cats will take their second possession. And how deflating for Oak Grove, a 20-play drive that covers 11, just under or over 10 minutes and 50 seconds, and they come up empty. Here we go is Glenn, and this time a handoff for Reynolds, and that is Jace. Going to get a big chunk, about 7 on that, maybe make it 6, up to the 30-yard line. So they got the ball with 9.5. It was 10:42, so almost a full quarter worth of playtime for Oak Grove, and they came up empty. And we'll see how that affects them going forward here. 10:10 to go here in the first half. No score from Oak Grove. Under center, split back in the backfield. This time a counter, nowhere to go. Bottled up and taken down for a loss of about 3 is Reynolds. It brings up 3rd down and 7. Get a play from the sideline. Lawful's going to check out. And here comes Mason Mitchell into the ball game. So Mitchell, who has been a quarterback majority of the season, comes in at wide receiver. Espen Glenn going to be the quarterback, and Mitchell going to be the wide receiver out to the right side. 2-back set here on the near, or 2 wide receivers on the near side. Good coverage.
Excellent read by him.
Glenn going to get the 1st down. And right there, I'm pretty sure that's Coach Hannah went over there to tell him to play, but he also, that might have been Coach Meeks as well. He probably also told him to say, tuck that ball in, because he had that out like a loaf of bread. Didn't want to fumble it. You don't want to fumble it. Didn't want to smash his loaf of bread. Got to tuck that one in tight, but a good read by Glenn to see nobody was open. Got the rush and found the yardage. 1st and 10, Cats up to the 35-yard line. This time another handoff, nowhere to go. Oak Grove all over it. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. Again, Nate Reynolds on that carry. So 2nd down and 10, ball to 35-yard line, under 9 to go. First half, no score. In a quick moving first half in this one, both teams content on running the football. Ball to 35. Be Glenn and Miller in the backfield. Now he's going to pitch it back to Miller. Miller's got 5, 7, out of bounds.
The flag came in, I'm assuming.
Flag probably means we're going to have a hold. And it is. And again, that yellow laundry has hampered the Cats in the early going. Gave Oak Grove an extended series. Didn't end up in points. It would have been a second down in about 2, maybe 3. Instead, it's going to be second down in about 17. So second down coming up. Split backs in the backfield, wide receiver near side. And here they go, fake the handoff, look to throw. Glenn chased and taken down all the way back at the 20-yard line.
Panther sacked by number 54, Logan Holt.
So Cats all the way back to their own 19. This is going to bring up about a 3rd and Strasburg right here, Gary, as the Cats are deep in their own territory. 3rd down and about 26 coming up. You don't have any 3rd and 26 plays. You just want to try to get a 15-yarder and maybe they break something for a little bit longer and just hold on to the football. You don't want to give it over deep in your own territory. And the Cats are going to take a timeout and talk it over. 7:45 to go, first half, no score. And it's 3rd and forever coming up for the Cats after this.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling, LLC, not only provides quality services, but also offers products from Carrier. We always go that extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at their optimal levels. Our business is fully licensed, bonded, and insured for your safety, and our products come with warranties for your peace of mind. Service checkups by our trained technicians can help you keep your repair costs under control and ensure total comfort in your home. Call us today at 816-862-6610.
All right, welcome back. 7:45 to go here in half number 1. And the Cats have a 3rd and Strasburg coming up. You don't know where Strasburg is, don't blink, you will miss it, but it's a ways away from here. Here we go on 3rd down. And they're going to fake the handoff. Glenn going to keep it himself. Got up to about the 24, and the Cats are going to have to punt it away with 7.5 to go here in the first half.
It's 4th down and 21 for the Wildcats.
So 4th down coming up. Reynolds back to punt this one away. And Smith stands at the 50-yard line. The snap and the kick.
Nice punt.
High end over end kick, fair caught at the 49-yard line by Oak Grove, and they'll start from their own 49 with 7:01 to go here in this first half. You want insurance coverage like that kick coverage? Call our friend Brad Sainer at Farmers Insurance to get a quote today. First and 10 from their own 49, 7:01 to go here in the half. Under center, 3-back set. They're going to hand it through to Griffin. It looks like it's going to come back. Stewart, sorry. And this one will quickly come back.
Brought down by number 4, Carson Miller for the Wildcats. There is a penalty on the play.
You know, I was going to say if they go too far that way, Gary, my first reaction would have been Wellington or maybe Napoleon, but we're almost maybe Sibley, I think, maybe in between there. Missouri City.
Could be.
Missouri City. So we got all kinds. I'm trying to process in my brain the state map of Missouri, and that one goes way back. So
I didn't see it. Must have been a chop block then.
So
Is that what it was, Jerry?
It will be a 1st and long, or we'll call it 1st and Sibley here. Maybe Missouri City. 1st and long, though, for.
Well, the Cats need to strengthen up right here with the defense and make them go 3rd and long, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20.
So here we go, but a 1st down run by Smith, stays on his feet, going to get a good 10 of it back, make it 12, and they're going to mark him all the way back up to the 43. So 2nd down coming up. Second down and 16 coming up. Now, if we were in Grain Valley, it'd be easy. It would have been Buckner, right straight north. But here we go, 2nd down and long for the Panthers. Alone back in the backfield. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Jones looking to throw. He throws it in the flats. Has his man over for 1st down. Armstrong inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. And that moves the sticks with 5:50 to go here in the half. Clock will roll after they set the chains. Ball down to the 33. Now Oak Grove's thinking, hey, let's grind the last 5 minutes of this off. We know they can do it as they grinded almost a full quarter. They can grind this one down, get a score, and they get the ball back at the half. So 5.5 to go here, 1st half, no score from Oak Grove. There they go, a little pitch back. Nothing doing. Cat defense all over that one. Like Weber and a few others in there. So brings up 2nd down and 9. So clock and a timeout with 5:10 to go here in the half. No score from Oak Grove. We've got a ground game battle going on. We'll be back after this.
There are a million places to buy a used car, so why not go somewhere you know lives by the Show Me State motto? The staff at Show Me wants to show you that Show Me spirit. Excellent service, affordable prices, and even loaners while you get your car serviced. They will put you in your dream car, truck, or SUV, and if they don't have it, they'll find it for you. So drive on over to Show Me Auto Mall and drive away with your next car.
I wasn't too far off. Sibley's right up there.
Also,
Levacy is up there.
Right.
If we went a little bit farther north, we would have hit Oric, Missouri, which is where Pat Richard won a state championship and came from. So, yeah, there you go. The more you know about Missouri geography, just ask Chad Grammer and he'll tell you at some point during a football game.
What was your degree in?
History. What do you know?
What do you know? You did learn something.
I did. 2nd down and 9 coming up. 5:10 to go here, 1st half. No score from Oak Grove. Little pitch back and a spin move by Smith. He's going to get 5, 6, maybe 7 down to the 26-yard line.
Brought down by number 55, Logan Mann for the Wildcats.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers with under 5 to go in the 1st half.
The Wildcat 26.
Griffin, Stewart, and Smith in the backfield. And this time it will be through to Smith again. He's going to have just enough for a 1st down, it looks like, if the official spot is correct. So clock will stop while they set the ball here and look.
Brought down by 55 Mann and 19 Mead for the Wildcats.
And they call it a 1st down. So as they set the chains and move the sticks, it'll move it down to about the 23-yard line.
That's the 7th 1st down. They had 5 first downs on the first series.
So 4:22 to go here in the half. No score under center. And this time they're going to go up the middle with it. And Griffin going to have it all the way down to the 18-yard line. He's bottled up in the middle. And the clock continues to roll under 4 minutes now. We told you Oak Grove going to be content on grinding it. 4 or 5 yards, they'll take it and run as much clock as possible and put Harrisonville behind the 8 ball. So 2nd and 5 coming up, 3-back set. And again, right through the middle.
Nice defense.
Cats were able to stiffen up and grab Smith and take him down.
Mason Cheek, excellent tackle, ran right into the running back to take him down for no gain.
So rolling the clock here. And this is where you want to watch that tricky play they ran a little bit earlier where they just kind of look like they're looking at their play call sheet and go up to the line pretty quickly to call it. Jones under center. Here they go on 3rd down and follow the blockers for another 1st down to the 12. And that'll move the sticks again with 2:58 to go.
Brought down by number 49, Gabe Messer for the Wildcats.
So with 2:58 to go here in the first half. Clock will roll. It's 3 different backs in there this time. And right up the middle they go, inside the 5.
Panther run by number 20, Jamison Kirk.
So Kirk with the carry.
Brought down by number 5, Espen Glenn for the Wildcats.
Gonna bring up 2nd down and about a yard with 2:15 to go here in the half. And this is right where Oak Grove wants it. They'd even take a yard or 2 here and get a new set of downs. Here they go, right on cue towards the goal line, and he's going to be stopped short, but he's going to have a 1st down with 1:50 to go. Clock will stop as they set the chains.
Brennan Griffin on the carry for the Panthers. Brought down by number 14, Kale Weber for the Wildcats. And 79, Diego St. Nicholas. 1st down, Panthers.
Just exactly what they wanted to do because they're going to run the clock down as far as they can. Cats may get it if they get a touchdown here with maybe about a minute and 15 seconds, 20 seconds left.
Nothing fancy by the Panthers here. Just grinded out football. We can't wait to see the time of possession in this first half. And there they go. And now a whistle and a delay of game, timeout called by the Panthers with 1:21 to go. So 1:21 to go and a half. We'll take a timeout as well. Oak Grove knocking on the Cats' door.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that 4T's Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
Wildcat student section on the far side, hoping for a Wildcat stop here, but it's at the 1-yard line. And Oak Grove content on running the football. See if the Cat defense can come up big here.
They've already run 30 plays this half.
So Griffin back there. Going to hand to him into the end zone for 6 with 1:18 to go in the half. 6-0 your score. Comes the extra point unit. Going to lay it down at the 10 to kick it away. So the Cats trail 6-0, and Oak Grove got the Cats where they wanted them. Grind out a drive, score a touchdown late in the first half. And now they may go for 2 here. And that's what they're going to do. Cats continue to shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. Kept a drive going in the first quarter. Now they set it up for Oak Grove to go for 2 and take an 8-0 lead with 1:18 to go in the half. So that'll move it half a distance from the 3 to about the 1.5. And Oak Grove going to try to punch it in. They just did it from a yard out, so they figure, hey, we can do it from a 1.5 yards as well. To the line of scrimmage they go. Split backs in the backfield. Barrel in. 2-point conversion is good. Cats trail 8-0. We'll be right back after this.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
All right, so the Cats got some work to do. If not, Oak Grove will be staring down the barrel of a 2-touchdown lead to start the second half, as they will get the ball to start the second half. And that's what you like to do when you defer. You like to go in the half with a lead. Little pooch kick, going to be fair caught at the 29-yard line by the Wildcats. Samples with the fair catch. So 1:18 to go here in the half. Cats have it at their own 30-yard line. You've got speed on the outside if you put the Reynolds boys out there. You've got a mobile quarterback in Espen Glenn, and you got an extra blocker for him if you put Miller back there with him. I'd see what you can do in a 2-minute offense with that setup. Put your 2 wide receivers out to the far side, or your 2 running backs, I should say, out to the far side. Put Mitchell out there at the other side. Instead, we're going to go with those split backs behind Glenn here on 1st and 10. 1:18 to go here in the first half. Wide receiver flanked out right side for the Cats. And they're going to go handoff for Reynolds. Reynolds breaks a couple of tackles on his feet up to the 45-yard line. Cats toss the ball. And I'm pretty sure this is 2 years ago. I just remembered this. I believe this is where we were at. Gary, do you remember when Jace got the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty deep down on their own side when they were trying to score? He tossed the ball to the official, and they called it unsportsmanlike conduct. So 1 minute to go. Clock is rolling. Cats in no hurry here, though. They do have 2 timeouts to play with. And now they're going to go backfield. Now they go with those 2 wide receivers set. Glenn with Miller in the backfield. And now Glenn going to tuck it and run. Nowhere to go. Tries to get to the outside. Out of bounds. Could have been a penalty as he threw him down after he was out of bounds.
Well, you can't hip him, and that's what he did.
Well,
he was on this sideline.
And I like the coach there. It was a coachable moment for them on the near sideline. Talking to Jamison Kirk, he says you can't do that. You're going to get a penalty called on yourself. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Now, if you're Espen in that situation, though, he seemed real quick to want to run that ball. Look for a receiver.
I think that was a draw. I think that was a quarterback draw.
It very well might have been.
But I would like to see him roll to the right. He's been rolling to the left, and that's when he's had problems.
Handoff for Nate Reynolds. And he's got, that is Jace. And Jace all the way up to the 35. to, and now the Cats will call a timeout with 30 seconds to go. And here comes a replay up. Just so quick there, Gary, on that first spurt through the hole. Ball at the 35 of the Panthers, 30 seconds to go. Cats have one timeout to work with here in the half. Congratulations to the Harrisonville football program, inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame this week. A lot of former coaches and current coaches were down there for that one. A guy named Jerry Forschler was there. Coached for a few years here and there. I'm not real sure. Another gentleman that might have been down there that a lot of people know the name of, Fred Bouchard, was there as well. Now the head coach at MICDS. Cats would like to go on a run here. They would meet Fred maybe in the state semifinals. So first and 10 Cats from the 35. 8-0 Oak Grove with the lead. Fake the handoff. Or no,
there he is.
Flicker. He's got him open.
He's got him wide
down
open.
To the 5.
Touchdown.
Down.
Oh,
no,
he's
they're
got it
going
with
to mark it with the 1. Cats are going to hurry up. So a little flea flicker. Back to Glenn. Down to Lawful at the 1-yard line with 20 seconds to go. So the ball down to the 1. I got all excited. I miscalled the play there. So they get the handoff. Reynolds pitches it back on the flea flicker. Lawful was open, and he hits him at the 1-yard line.
Okay, let's set this up. They got 20 seconds left. They better call 2 plays just in case, because if they run the ball, which probably they will, if they don't get a touchdown, you have no way to time out.
And I call 3 because you got 20 seconds. If you're going to pile it in the middle, you're going to get up there, go right back to the line. You can spike it, and you get one last play. I think you can do that in 20 seconds.
Well, if you spike it, yeah, you can do that. I mean, that's
that's what I'm saying is if you can't get in, you got to get up and spike it, and then get that second play called, which I understand what you were saying. So hopefully that's what they were telling him here. On first and goal, and Glenn going to force his way in.
He's in.
So 8-6 to score, 16 seconds to go. Espen Glenn set that up with the flea flicker to Lawful and punches it in, calls his own number, and the Cats are on the board. Down 8-6, 2-point conversion coming up.
1 minute to do that play or that drive, 70-yard drive, 5 plays.
Gonna snap it over to the sideline and nowhere to go. Cats cannot come up with it. That was read brilliantly, and it's 8-6. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue building.
All right, here comes the kick from the Cats. High kick all the way back at the 5 through the fingertips into the end zone.
Since he didn't control it, it goes to the 20.
And we'll take a look back at that flea flicker that got the Cats in business. Right here it is. See Reynolds, he gets it, pitches it right back, and he just perfect touch on the ball by Glenn as well. And right down there to the 1. I think they could have called that a touchdown, but that's just me. So 14 seconds to go here, first half.
Oak Grove has a timeout. Oh, they're going to go ahead and just down it. And
Oak Grove going to kneel it. We go to the half. Cats down by 2. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with some halftime stats in just a couple of minutes.
Looking for an amazing date night or a night out with friends? Get your reservations in at the Cider House for our next farm-to-table dinner. This is a locally sourced 5-course dinner prepared by a professional chef, local musician, wine pairings by Aubrey Vineyards, all in a beautiful farm setting. Our next dinner is coming up on September 18th. We do sell out, so don't wait to book. We also have event space rental for special events with our own catering options. We even have Airbnb accommodations and cooking classes coming soon. Check us out at www.theciderhouseevents.com, located just 8 miles south of Harrisonville on 7 Highway South.
Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the Bright Futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
How many times at 10 o'clock on Friday have you got that urge for a late night snack and nothing in Harrisonville is open? No longer a problem because Domino's is open till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday nights. Domino's offers carry-out, delivery, and even contactless delivery. With pizza, sandwiches, wings, breadsticks, and more, make Domino's your Harrisonville pizza place. Call now to order at 816-793-6333 or visit them online or on the app.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The housing market is wild right now, so why trust a big box lender when you can go local with Cass County's premier mortgage company, Homebridge Mortgage? Tim Irvin and Julie Hawk are both Cass County residents with over 40 years of mortgage lending experience, as well as a sterling reputation by being named in the top 1% of mortgage originators in the country, according to the Mortgage Executive magazine. They work hard to find the right loan product that is best for that individual or family. Why would you go anywhere else? Homebridge Mortgage, making the dream of home ownership a reality for every customer every day.
Welcome back to halftime. Wildcats trail 8-6, and it didn't look good for the Cats. About 1:18 to go in the half, and Oak Grove scores the first points of the ball game, and then the Cats went to their well, and that well is named Jace Reynolds. Couple of big runs by Jace. Then those big runs, Gary, opened up the pass because that third run, same scenario in the same formation. Jace goes, turns, pitches it back right as he's getting tackled, and wide open down the field is Cameron Lawful, able to get it to the one. I think he was in, but that's just my opinion. They did punch it in the next play. Didn't get the 2-point conversion, but they got it to an 8-6 contest. They've showed they can slow down Oak Grove. They just got to be able to stop them.
Yeah, we've driven the length of the field. Well, that last drive started on the 30, but the first drive started on the 17, ended on the 5. So I'm going to run down some stats and then we can talk about the stats. The interesting thing is I'm going to talk about comparisons first. We had 158 total yards from yard of scrimmage. Oak Grove had 161, so virtually even. However, it took them 31 plays to get it, us only 18. So not quite half, but pretty close to it. However, they more than doubled our time of possession, 2.5. They had the possession 17 minutes, which is bad for our defense and coming to the fourth quarter. Good thing we've got a cool night. We only had it for 7. So I want to run down some of the stats. Espen Glenn is 2 for 2 for 89 yards, that flea flicker, and then that other 34-yard play to Lawful.
Reynolds.
To Reynolds, 55 yards. Jace only has 38 yards. Nate has 19 yards. And Espen Glenn has, with his sacks and everything, only a total of 9 yards. Miller has 3. But he has the 89 yards passing for a total yards for the Harrisonville Wildcats, as I said a while ago, 158. For Oak Grove, Smith has 15 carries, 64 yards. Griffin has 8 carries, 30 yards. And Kirk has 2 carries for 19 and then a couple miscellaneouses. Also, Jones is 2 for 4, 41 yards receiving. Going to have 34 yards for Armstrong and then 7 yards for Smith. So they had a total of 8 first downs to Harrisonville 6. And, that first drive by them, that was almost a quarter. 10 minutes, 45 seconds, a total of 72 yards. However, it ended on downs. Cats stiffened up, but then they finally did get that touchdown on that second drive that they had. But that took 6 minutes, 51 yards, and over a minute. They had 3, 6, 9, 11 plays on that drive. So, but then what was great was it took us only 5 plays, to get into the touchdown there right before half with 16 seconds left, which made the score then, since we didn't get the 2-point conversion, 6-8 in favor of Oak Grove.
Well, and you talked about Reynolds only having 36 yards. He only carried the ball 4 times.
Right.
And, I think if you ask the Harrisonville coaching staff if you could be within 2 points and Jason Reynolds only carried the ball 4 times in the first half, you'd be happy with those outcomes. And you're going to have fresh legs on him in the second half. And he's a second half back, and we've seen that time in and time out. So
both him and his brother both are. So, his brother's only got 3 carries. Nate's only got 3 carries. He's got 4 carries. So you know that they're going to be fresh, but so is the Oak Grove defense. They're going to be fresh because they haven't been out there very long. And so it's really going to come down to, I think, how this second half starts off. If we can stop Oak Grove on the drive as they come out and maybe get a score, then I think that's going to kind of set the tone for us, because they have not stopped us. We stopped ourselves on that fumble. And so I do think that, they're going to have to prove that they can stop us. We have stopped them. They just have not stopped us.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they make a couple adjustments. It seemed like the defense, for the most part, was reading the way they were going. And really, the only thing Oak Grove was really doing deceptively is just waiting until like 6-7 seconds on the play clock, knowing what play they were going to run, and then running up there and running the play, kind of catching the defense sleeping a little bit, try to get that extra couple of yards. So you just got to tell your guys, quit worrying about how they're standing there. Get up, get on the line, and get ready, and be ready to go on contact and change. That's the biggest thing if you're the Wildcats, because you noticed on a couple of those plays, here's our defense, hands on hips, just kind of standing there waiting. And I know you don't want to get down too quick or too early in your set, but when you get down to 10 seconds, you can sit there for 5 seconds and get ready. So you kind of want to get down, get ready, and cut that out so that they can't use that against you anymore. So we'll see how it goes coming to the second half, but it's an 8-6 ball game in a fast-moving first half of football.
Yeah, it's already halfway through halftime, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. So
fast-moving first half. We're going to take another timeout, take a breather. We'll be back with more in the halftime show here in about 5 minutes or so. You're watching high school football on 4Ts on YouTube and 4Ts.com. It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land and Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
It's fall. That means it is pumpkin patch time, and there's no better pumpkin patch than the Red Barn Ranch just outside of Harrisonville, Missouri. You see all those pictures scrolling through there. Something for everyone, whether it's the country store, the silo slides, or maybe you want to go to the corn maze or just pick some pumpkins. The Red Barn Ranch is where to go. Matt Moreland and his staff do such a great job out there each and every week. They got a petting zoo as well, and also they got some time still to sign up for different things they have going on. And right now, a fundraising for the Roaring 2020 Adult Prom coming up, the 4th annual 2020 Adult Prom. So give Red Barn Ranch a try tomorrow. They will be open all weekend long.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial. A strong lineup is always important no matter the sport. The same should go for your insurance company as well. At Stafford & Stafford Insurance, your auto, commercial, life, health, farm, and crop insurance is all under one roof. With a lineup like that, they are sure to have your team covered. Call the team that will line up with the best of them. Stafford & Stafford Insurance in Harrisonville, located on Commercial Street across from Holland's Auto Sale.
After watching the Wildcats, you can build up an appetite. Why not put your love of the Wildcats and hunger to the test by going to the Suzy Q after the game and rewatching the game while there? Grab a big juicy burger and some Suzy Q's at 4T's post-game headquarters. The Suzy Q. Find them in the Southland Shopping Center across from the old Cass Medical Center.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who 4T's trust to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Guess what? We're hiring at Culver's. That means if you're up for welcoming families with coworkers who feel like family, and you have a thing for fresh frozen custard, and for growing your career in a place you can be proud of, with a schedule that makes you smile, like, say, cheese curds smile, you're our kind of people. So join the Culver's team. Learn how you can build so much more than butter burgers. Apply at culvers.jobs.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Atkinson Funeral Home is always proud to sponsor Harrisonville athletics. Closing in on a century in business, the Atkinsons are proud to be part of the Harrisonville community and enjoy cheering for the Wildcats.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, and we've got high school varsity football action. And we were just hearing some scores. We researched the scores. 14-14, Pleasant Hill Center tied up in that ball game. 22-6, Excelsior leading Odessa right about halftime of that one. That's a shocking score for us. Warrensburg up 14-7 over Summit Christian. And then here it is 8-6. Panthers lead the Wildcats. So all seven varsity teams in action for the MRVC West tonight.
Yeah, and here it's obviously been a quick clock because it's been mainly running and stuff, but only 3 drives by the Cats, 2 drives because that last one I don't consider a drive, is just down at once. So a total of 5 drives, 2 of them ended in touchdowns. One of them should have ended in a touchdown. It was a fumble by the Cats there at the 5-yard line, and so they're going to have to recover from that, but we need to stop. I mean, and we have been able to stop the Panthers. I mean, they ran the length of the field on us, but we have been able to stop them on that first drive where they went the length of the field, stopped them on downs. So stop them, and then we need to go in and score, and then you're just going to have to play good defense and continue to move the ball, because we're not going to get many. I don't see us having many chances this second half to score. I mean, 2, possibly 3 times at the most that we might have an opportunity to score, and we're going to probably need to score on at least 2 of those 3, if not all 3.
And as fast as that first half moved and only 5 series between the two teams, That means we'll have 18 series in the second half, and we'll get done about 10:30.
Or the lights will go out. And I gotta leave the house in the morning like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it will be a short light for me.
And we've got to leave early in the morning as well, as we got to head over to Harrisonville
for football.
Flag football at 9 a.m. So a little bit longer when you're going from Warrensburg over there. However, we'll spend a little time at the Harrisonville house getting things situated over there as well. So we got 12 minutes on the clock. It is an 8-6 contest. Cats set to kick it off. Sartain to kick it away for the Cats here. Cats in their white tops, black bottoms, blue helmets. Oak Grove, black tops, black bottoms, orange numbers and letters, and the black helmet. Kicking to the north from the south are the Cats to start the second half. There's a long, high end-over-end boot going to take at the 5 for the Panthers. That'll be Smith with it to the 30. 35 wrapped up out of bounds. Holden with the coverage and tackle out of bounds.
And you got to hand it to Holden because he had a hold of him, and it looked like he was going to spin him and didn't, and then held him up. So
looked like he was going to chuck him down, and he decided otherwise on that one. So Slade Holden on that coverage. Oak Grove going to have the ball from their own 30.
Yeah, I've been hearing his name quite a bit recently. Been hearing Weber's name quite a bit recently. Obviously, we've had some injuries, and so they've had to come in as well as some others.
Split backs are going to pitch it back, and into the secondary is Smith. He's going to get to the 39-yard line, a quick 8-yard scamper. That'll bring up second down and 2, and if you're the Panthers, that's what you want to do. Checking in is Grady Salmon. He was a change of pace back on a couple of plays in that first half. And again, here they are. They run up to the line. That's where the Cats want to get ready and be ready on second down, and they're going to go right up the middle with it again. Griffin on the carry up to midfield, and it brings up a first down and 10. So ball all the way up to midfield for the Panthers. 11-14 to go here, third quarter. To the line as they go. There's a handoff right up the gut again is Smith. Another first down, moving the chains at the 38. So down into Cat territory, down to the Cat 38-yard line. And, you know, here's something to think about, too, going in for Oak Grove. They get a score here. It's 14-6. It's an 8-point game. An extra point makes it a 2-possession game, changes the complexion of the second half as well.
Well, you know, a single point, I mean, an extra point just does it. So you don't have to even get a 2-point.
So there they go. Up the middle is Griffin, and he's in the secondary. Going to come back, though. So we'll have a chop block, which that'll be a 15-yarder.
And I think that's what happened last time.
Well, and you get a kid from Harrisonville getting up limping there, that means that might have been Mason Cheek that got that chop block. So that'll take him backwards 15 yards, and that could be good for the Cats. But here's where you got to stiffen up if you're the Cats, because earlier they had a 1st and 25 and ended up with a first down out of it.
Yeah, in 2 plays.
Ball on the Panthers side of the field again here on first down. 1st and 25 for the Panthers. Again, here they go with that slow down, look at the play, talk it over some more, and then run up to the line of scrimmage. So 10-18 to go here in the third.
I was going to say, it looked like they were getting ready to go out of a power I. They're not going to have time. They're going to have to call a timeout.
And now that time at Burnham is they took a little bit too much time and didn't realize what was going on, so they're going to have to burn a timeout that could come back to haunt them later in the game. 10-11 to go here, third quarter, 8-6 our score. We'll be back.
Where's the best place to be this fall? Upcycled Orchard. Come see us for one of our delicious, fresh panini sandwiches on our homemade artisan bread, a cider slushie, homemade pie, and so much more. You pick apples, you pick pumpkins. Mums are all right around the corner. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Upcycled Orchard to stay posted. Our fall hours are Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturdays, 10 to 4. We'll see you soon.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove. Next person that has not already signed up online to sign up online will win a Forties tumbler. The next person to go online, sign up for our contest for free pizza and Sonic will win a Forties tumbler. So it'll be first down and 25 for the Panthers. I formation. Look to throw it. They throw it in the flat, and that might have been, it might have got forward. I'm not sure, but that was a long throw and a tough throw there behind Armstrong. Brings up second down and 25.
It was covered, though. If he had caught it, he would have lost a few yards on that because he had really good coverage out there.
You got to watch that, too, because it started sailing backwards and thankfully went out of bounds. That could have even been a fumble, as it would have been a lateral. So second down and long coming up for the Panthers. 10:06 to go here. Up to the line of scrimmage they go. And now they're going to throw it down the sideline and overthrows his target out of bounds for Armstrong. Brings up a third down. So third down and long now for the Panthers. And all of a sudden, the clock goes no tick-tock, Gary.
Yeah, I had to say that, didn't I? As quick as it went.
I knew. We've been doing this long enough, Gary. I know when you have one half that goes so slow, or fast, it seems like the other one goes slow. Trying to get that single coverage with Armstrong, and they're going to hand off up the middle, nowhere to go for
tackle.
Smith. Great tackle.
Again, that was Mason Cheek. He's been on several tackles.
So that brings up a punt. So the Cats do their job. And, Gary, it looked like Oak Grove was marching down the field to try to score. And instead, they shoot themselves in the foot with a chop block. And now they're on their own side of the field. They're going to have to punt it away here. Looks like Holden and Reynolds back.
Oh,
and that was a shanked punt off the side of the foot. We'll see where he marks it. That was a 2-yard punt by Oak Grove, and the Cats going to take over from their own 49-yard line. So here we go. Cats ball, own 49-yard line, trail 8-6.
Well, that's what we called for. We needed a good stop. Now we need to go down and score.
So here come the Cats out from the sideline. Looks like go with that little pistol formation. Nate and Jace behind him in the backfield on first down. A high snap, and they go counter to Nate, and Nate goes
Oh, that's
nowhere.
a 15.
And
you cannot throw somebody down on their head.
Nate, you know what I love about Nate? He is not going to back down from anybody. He was not happy with that. So
you cannot hip and throw him down and he came down on his head.
So going to bring up a second down and 10. Ball their own 49-yard line. Glenn at quarterback, wide receiver, near side is Lawful. on 2nd and 10. This time they're going to give it to Reynolds, and there's a flag, and it's still on his feet, and this one's going to be coming back.
I don't know since they didn't blow the whistle.
Reynolds is in for 6.
Oh, coach is over there, so it is on us.
So I think that they're going to say illegal formation, and somebody wasn't covered up on the far side, but they were trying to tell him he was covered up. So yeah, illegal formation on the Cats. So the Reynolds touchdown of 52 yards comes off the board. And it'll be 2nd down and 15. And again, the penalties haunting the Cats here tonight. It hasn't cost them drastically, but it's just been at inopportune times tonight, Gary. That one obviously takes a touchdown off the board. So 2nd down and 15. And coaches are still giving the side judge over there a lot of business, as they don't believe that it was a illegal procedure or illegal formation. So Holden and Miller out to the far side, and here they go, and looking to throw is Glenn. Flats for Reynolds, and Reynolds makes the first guy miss, going to get a couple, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Cats from their own 45. So 3rd down and long coming up for the Cats, out of bounds with 8:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 8:26 to go in the 3rd. It is 8-6. Oak Grove with the lead.
Well, you brought that in just at the right time, didn't you?
I'm telling you. Here we go. On the shotgun, and Glenn going to roll out, and again another penalty on the Cats. Neither team wanting to grab hold of this one. Shooting themselves in the foot. A 15-yard penalty for Oak Grove put them back on their own side of the field. Now a couple of procedure penalties, one negating a touchdown, has the Cats backed up on their own 40-yard line. So clock will roll here. 3rd down and about 18 for the Cats. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the right side. Rolling out is Glenn. He's going to throw Reynolds, and Reynolds cannot catch it at midfield. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Cats with 8:07 to go.
Could pretty much been for naught, because he wasn't going to get any yardage from that. So that's true. Jerry says, yeah, I'd rather have 4th down up here than, yeah. It'll be a 10-yard difference. I'm sorry, Jerry.
So here we go on 4th down. Cats set to punt it away. Nate Reynolds to punt this one away for the Cats. Another penalty flag. And another procedure on the Cats. Back to their own 35 here. You would have thought maybe they were going to take off and run with it on a play, but this time you got to figure that Reynolds is going to punt it away. I would like to see him come out here rugby style, kick it though, and try to get a good roll. And he has the same problem Oak Grove does. And this one's going to roll dead at about the 45. So Oak Grove going to take over on the Cats' 44-yard line, and Oak Grove leads 8-6. And again, the Cats got that back on the wall. They got to get a stop here. So 7:56 to go here, 3rd quarter. 8-6 is our score. To the line of scrimmage they go. Going to pitch it back. Smith follows his blockers, gets a couple. At about 4, down to the 39-yard line.
Number 4, Carson Miller on the stop for the Wildcats.
Bring up a second down at about 4.
Second 4.
So clock rolls here, 7:25 and counting in the third. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Panthers. Going to pitch it back again this time. New running back into the ball game is Jamison Kirk.
On the tackle for the Wildcats, number 4.
Brings up third and about a yard. So
The Wildcat 40.
inside the Wildcat 35-yard line. 6:50 to go here, third quarter, third and short coming up. Griffin in the backfield all alone. They're going to hand to Griffin. He's going to get the first down and carry the pile down to the 28-yard line. So that'll move the sticks down to the 28, and the clock will roll after they get those set. Man checks out, Cheek Pit checks back in. First and 10, Oak Grove down to the 28 of the Cats. So again, they wait to come up to the line of scrimmage. Kirk and Griffin in the backfield. They're going to give it to Kirk. And Kirk breaks the first tackle, stays on his feet inside the 20 to the 10, out of bounds at the 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Kel Weber took a lick there. And it'll be a first and goal for the Panthers here, leading it 8-6. Again, Panther touchdown and extra point makes this a 2-possession game. So that missed extra point or mixed 2-point conversion for the Cats looming large here with 6:05 to go.
And the penalty on the Cats on the other extra point, or it would have been 7-6 right now rather than 8-6.
Well, here they go. Pitch back to Kirk again. Down to the 5. So it'll be second and goal. 5:45 to go here in the third. Again, up to the line of scrimmage. Griffin, the lone back. They're going to give it to Griffin. He's going to get down close to the goal line. Going to mark him about the 1. Cat's going to be, or Oak Grove going to be content here on third and goal just to do the same thing again. They've been able to get at least a couple of yards every time. Cat defense is going to have to come up stout. Here we go on third down. Ball on the ground, and now a flag.
I think that was going to be a legal procedure. They tried to quick snap it.
So we'll see. False start, so Oak Grove now put it on their foot. Should say shooting themselves in the foot. This pushes it back to the 7, brings up third down and goal from the 7. And the big 2 downs coming up here in this one. Extra line help coming in Hensley. Going to be on the edge. 3-back set. Ball on the ground. And there's a fight for it. Cats might have it. And they do.
Just exactly what happened to the Cats.
Harrisonville comes up big with the takeaway, and it stays 8-6 with 4:44 on the clock. And the ball was on the ground. You're trying to figure out what was going on there. And then I saw about 4 or 5 white shirts on the ball. And it'll be Cats ball from their own 5-yard line here. Cats offense needs a good steady drive right here with 4:44 to go here in the third. Espin in that pistol with Nate and Jace. And here they go on the run to Jace, and Jace is into the secondary, 25-30, and out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. 25-yard run. Jace Reynolds gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone, gives them something to work with up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cats up to the 30. Lawful into the game. Gives the play to the offense. To the line of scrimmage come the Cats. Under center now, split backs in the backfield. And here they go. Fake it to Nate. Now pitch it back to Jace. Not a good read by Glenn there. 5-yard loss by Reynolds. So they're going to say 3. Looked like it was about 5, but they say 3. 4:15 to go here in the quarter. I don't like when you run that option, though, to the short side of the field. It got bottled up fast. Go back to that pistol formation now. And now this time it'll be Nate to the outside. He's got a blocker. Cuts back at the 35, but slides down. Gets a good quick 9 yards, though. Make it 10. Is they're going to mark it, it looks like at the 37. They got to get to the 40, so 3rd and 3 coming up for the Cats. Lawful checks out. Glenn gets the play. Him and Holden run back to the huddle. 18 seconds on the play clock. Clock rolls with 3:22 to go in the third. It's still an 8-6 football game. Here we go on 3rd and 3. And now it'll be Reynolds. And Jace cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. It brings up 4th and 3.
Number 24, Grady Salmon.
4th down and 3 coming up.
And they're going to go for it, I think, right here. I mean, they're in shadows of their, not the shadows, but on their side of the field. But they're not going to get the ball back many times, more than likely. And so looks like they're going to call a timeout and talk about it.
So there'll be a timeout, Harrisonville. 2:45 go third quarter. Big 4th down coming up for both sides. We'll be back after this. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. Located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you. Cats thought second. They thought about it for a second. Now they are going to punt it away here. And, you know, do you dare try that rugby-style kick? And now Reynolds just going to boot it away, taking it their own 35-yard line. Smith is bottled up and taken down immediately at his own 36-yard line. Another great coverage. If you want great insurance coverage, call our friend Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance, for a quote today. 2:37 to go here in the third. 8-6 is our score. Cats trail by 2. Defense going to have to come up with another stop here. Got a fumble recovery the last time through. Amy Taylor going to win the, I cannot fall over. Amy Taylor will win the 4Ts tumbler. Get a hold of Jerry and we'll get that to you. They go first man through, no.
Number 14,
Griffin tripped up, got a 2-yard gain up to the 40, brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers from their own 40-yard line. 2:22 to go here in the third. So 2:22 and counting. Clock rolls. 3-back set. And this time they're going to give it through to Kirk. And Kirk stays on his feet and driven down by Carson Miller and Cameron Lawful after a gain of about a yard, brings up third, down at about 6. Looks like they might have given him 2 on it, so ball up to the 42. 1:50 to go here in the third. 8-6 our score. So 3rd and 7, they're going to pitch it back to Smith.
Good
Nowhere
play.
to go. And there's a flag and an open field tackle. Was that Reynolds
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
tackle?
Reynolds. That was Jace.
Jace on the tackle. They're pointing towards Oak Grove, blocking the back. I'm going to be declining that one if I'm the Cats there where the spot of the ball was. I don't know, though. You may take this one, but be so block in the back. They are going to decline it, so it'll be a 4th down from their own 37, and the Panthers punting unit is on. So Jace and Nate roll back to return this one. Eric Larkworthy, our Sonic kick return contestant. Here's the kick. It is away. It is short. And it rolls inside the 40 down, dead at about the 36-yard line with 1:15 to go here. 1:14 to go here in the third quarter. So we got a stalemate between the 30s here in this third quarter. Neither team taking a stranglehold of this ball game. Oak Grove got it down to the 5, shot themselves in the foot with a turnover. Cats had a touchdown wiped off the board by an illegal procedure. So neither team been able to put the foot on the gas and get a big lead here in the third quarter. Cats trail 8-6 as they take over with 1:14 to go in the third from their own 36-yard line. Pistol formation, Glenn with Reynolds and Reynolds in the backfield. This is going to be a handoff to Jace. No, it'll be
Good.
It'll be Espen Glenn keeping it himself, diving forward. Had that option read with Nate. Keeps it up to about the 46-yard line, enough for a first down.
That was a great read by Espen Glenn.
And he cut it up at the right time instead of trying to string it out to the sideline. He saw the opening and took it and was able to get the first down and move the sticks up to the 47-yard line. 11-yard run by Espen Glenn. Now he's going to go under center with a split back. Jason Nate in the backfield on 1st and 10. And now he's going to look to pass, little jump pass, and he's got Nate down the sideline to the 40, inside the 40 to the 35-yard line, and that's good enough for another Wildcat first down. That's a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. We haven't said that much tonight, and it's just been because you see that first down run and the screen set up perfectly right there. We've talked about that in the past, Gary. We'd love to see more screen passes out of the Wildcat offense, and we saw one right there, and it was to perfection.
Especially given what we do. I mean, you screen at the right moment is a great tool, and especially what we do as far as the running that we run.
So Cats come to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation. Jace to the left, Nate to the right on 1st and 10. They're going to give it to Nate, and Nate barrels through to the 25, 20, inside the 15, to the 10, to the 5. 1st and goal, 2-yard line, Cats.
Replay.
And here's the replay. Look, he spins out of this tackle at the 20, stays on his feet all the way down and taken finally down at about the 2-yard line. And we've got a player hurt back at the 35 for the Panthers. Trying to, maybe that knee. It's number 56, Garrett Hudspeth, the senior offensive lineman. So we got a timeout with an injury. We'll take a timeout as well. 8 seconds to go, third quarter. Cats will have the ball, first and goal to 2 when we come back.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling, LLC, not only provides quality services, but also offers products from Carrier. We always go that extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at their optimal levels. Our business is fully licensed, bonded, and insured for your safety, and our products come with warranties for your peace of mind. Service checkups by our trained technicians can help you keep your repair costs under control and ensure total comfort in your home. Call us today at 816-862-6610.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome back to Oak Grove. Jerry goes, "You want it?" And I go, "Yep," right as those headsets got turned on. They're going to help him off the field.
Garrett Hudspeth.
Yeah, senior walking off under his own power. Good to see that. You like to see that. Hopefully it wasn't anything serious there. And it'll be a first and goal, Cats at the 2-yard line. Cats looking to take their first lead of the ball game. And there's 8 seconds on the clock. Cats were all the way back at the 30 talking to Coach Shanker there. That's a long run down to the goal line. Cats going to go with that pistol formation here. The next touchdown Jace Reynolds scores will tie Sean Ransburg for the most in Wildcat history. That's an amazing feat in itself, and I'll tell you why if he does score it here. And that ended the third quarter. Cats are going to go to the other side of the field. So after a timeout, we'll take another timeout. We'll go to the fourth after this. 3 quarters in the books. Cats trail 8-6.
There are a million places to buy a used car. So why not go somewhere you know lives by the Show Me State motto? The staff at Show Me wants to show you that Show Me spirit. Excellent service, affordable prices, and even loaners while you get your car serviced. They will put you in your dream car, truck, or SUV, and if they don't have it, they'll find it for you. So drive on over to Show Me Auto Mall and drive away with your next car.
All right, first and goal, I should say, for the Cats from the 2-yard line. 12 minutes on our clock, starting the fourth quarter. The Cats trail the Oak Grove Panthers 8-6. 2 timeouts left for both teams going into the fourth.
62 yards on 3 plays, 3 first downs, so hopefully we'll be able to punch it in, hopefully get the 2-point conversion, and then that makes them have to get at least an extra point to be able to take the lead.
Under center is Glenn on first down, and Glenn going to barrel forward. Touchdown, Wildcats. Espen Glenn able to dive over for 6. Makes it 12-8. So the Cats lead by 4. 2-point conversion coming up. Something I just noticed, though, Gary, there's a good student section over there by the Cats. There is not a cheer section. Yeah. Wonder if the cheerleaders may be in quarantine.
And Harrisonville calls their second timeout.
So the Cats are going to call a timeout, and that's one of those timeouts I will probably live with because this is a big 2-point conversion coming up. You want to make sure you got the right play. We'll just keep it right here with you.
That last drive was 5 plays, 64 yards, started on a 36-yard line, 3 first downs and 3 plays, and then the touchdown by Espen Glenn, 2 yards. It ate up a minute and 30 seconds. Goes to show that Harrisonville can run the ball on Oak Grove, and so therefore we need obviously the extra points here, or the 2 points here. But our defense has been able to, it's been punt, fumble, and punt for Oak Grove in the second half, and so our defense is stiffened up. They've only run 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 plays Oak Grove has in 3 different drives. So we have stiffened up, so we need to continue to stay stiff here in the fourth quarter and hopefully get another score.
So they're going to line up just like they would for regular pistol formation with Glenn. Glenn's going to fake the handoff, now look to throw, and into the end zone, and incomplete. It remains 12-6, but I like that call. They tried to hit in the back of the end zone. I believe they were trying to hit, was that Mason Mitchell? I'm not sure. We'll take a quick timeout. Cats lead 12-8.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that Fortis Broadcasting is always the best dress crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
All right, welcome back. Cats lead 12-8 in this one with 11:56 to go in the fourth quarter. This one is far from over. Oak Grove going to look to try to punch another one in here. Nice long drive. You know, Gary was talking about 16 plays and 3 drives here in the second half. They had a 20-play drive in the first quarter that stretched into the first part of the second quarter, so they can put a lot of plays on the board. That one's going to be taken by Smith at about the 10. Going to try to get to the outside, cuts it up, nowhere to go. Cats all over that one, up to about the 28-yard line.
Finished off by number 52, Mike Ripperger.
Mike Ripperger laid the wood on that one as he came through, barreled through, and lit him up at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Oak Grove from their own 28. You know, and one of the things, Gary, we've seen, the Cats have been more patient on defense and got back down in their stance and got ready, not allowing Oak Grove to do those quick little snaps. And this time they're going to pitch it back for Smith, and the Cat defense is there after a gain of about 3 or 4. Nate Reynolds, as well as Messer and Miller was over there as well for the Cats. Second down in about 6.
That's Smith's 20th carry for 96 yards.
Clock rolls with 11:20 to go fourth quarter. Cats lead 12-6. Sorry, 12-8. To the line they go. And again, it'll be Smith. Doesn't get much. Got about 2. Bring up 3rd down and 3. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Panthers. Checking in, checking out for the Cats. Checking into the ball game is Damian Cameron. So 3rd down and about 3 for the Panthers here with 10:42 to go here in the fourth. We'll go split backs in the backfield this time. They're going to pitch it back to Smith, and Smith has a first down up to about the 43-yard line.
And he's now officially 106 yards on 22 carries.
So 10:33 to go here in the fourth. Oak Grove now starting a little bit of a drive. Got a first down, move the sticks a couple of times up to the 43-yard line. 3-back set. Under center is Jones. He's going to pitch it back to the far side. Griffin tries to get to the outside and pushed out of bounds at midfield by Lawful. Going to mark him at the 49, so an 8-yard gain by Griffin. Actually, that was Salmon, not Griffin. So 9:55 to go here, fourth quarter. Oak Grove now on the move into Wildcat territory to the Wildcat 49. And this time they go on the counter. Nothing there. He might have got a yard, bring up a 3rd and short for Smith. So 3rd down and short coming up with 9:32 to go. So 3rd and short coming up.
3rd down and short. From the Wildcat 47.
It's like Smith, Kirk, and Salmon in the backfield. Or Whitehead is the lone back. They're going to give it to him. He's got a 1st down inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. That will move the chain, stop the clock with 9:14 to go, 4th quarter. 12-8 Oak Grove trails the Cats and on the move into Cat territory down to the Wildcat 43-yard line. Cats have 1 timeout left here in the ball game. Oak Grove still with 2. Not really timeout time yet with 9:14 to go. Cat offense has slowly started moving the football in bigger chunks, so we'll see if that comes into play here down the road. Under center's Jones. They're going to hand to Whitehead. He's going to barrel forward, gets about a yard, and that's it. Cat defense was on it. They're going to mark him right at the sticks. Going to bring up a 2nd down. Now Griffin checks back in. Whitehead will check out. So to bring up 2nd and 10 at the Wildcat 43-yard line as the clock rolls with 8:50 to go here, 4th quarter. So 8:45 to go here in the 4th. Jones looking at the sideline for his signal. Now everybody looks at their wrist and comes up to the line of scrimmage. Griffin going to be the lone back, 2 backs off the end. And this time they're going to hand it through to Griffin. He's going to get 2 or 3 and bring up a 3rd down and 7. Oak Grove in the past, what they've done in this situation, Gary, they kind of lull you to sleep with this, and then they try to hit you down the sideline with a long pass. We'll see if they're thinking similar situation here on 3rd down and about 6. 7:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. 2 back set on 3rd down and 6. Under center, no, they're going to pitch it back. Cut back by Kirk, and he's not going to get there. He's going to get down to about the 37-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and about 4 for the Panthers. And of course, I think they knew they were in 4-down territory. They just wanted to get a little bit of that back. It brings up 4th and 4 with 7.5 to go here in the 4th.
Now what's their 4th down and 4 call?
Yeah. You couldn't hear Jerry, but he says, watch the ball. Cats have given up a couple of those tonight. And here they go. They're going to pitch it back. And Kirk, nowhere to go. Reynolds was there. And they're going to blow that one dead. Jace Reynolds gets the stop on 4th down, and the Cats take over with 7:10 to go in the 4th quarter. And Jace Reynolds had that one read the whole way. He doesn't wrap up on Kirk there. He's going to have a 1st down. Saw that on the replay there. So let's look back at that replay again here. Watch this contact here. If Jace does not make that contact, he's going to get to that 1st down marker. Great play by the Cats defense. 7:10 to go here, 4th quarter, 12-8. Cats can make this a 2-possession game with a touchdown. And they're going to snap it, give it to Jace. Jace tries to cut back, gets a couple to the 39, a 2-yard run with 7 minutes to go here in the 4th. If you're the Cats, you just want to get 6-7 yards here, 3-4 yards there, move the chains, run the clock with 6:40 to go here, 4th quarter. They lead by 4. If you get a touchdown, it's just icing on the cake. But right now, you're just in a run clock situation. Nate in the backfield at quarterback, and he's going to take the snap. Gets a block from Miller on his feet. 1st down to the 50, and that's where he'll be marked down. And that is at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. 1st down. Just watch this. Reads it, gets the block, and then he's on his horse to midfield for the first down, and it moves the chains for the Cats with 6:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Glenn and Holden.
An excellent block out there to be able to break him where he could cut up and be able to make the 11 yards.
If you watch that one back, Carson got to watch out because he almost grabbed a little bit too much shoulder pad there. First and 10, Cats at midfield. Here they go, and there's a snap. Reynolds with the carry. He's going to get another 2 hard yards, and it'll bring up a second down and 8 to the 48 of the Panthers, and more importantly, rolls that clock.
Brought down by number 54, Logan Holt for the Panthers.
Hulse with the tackle, and I think they've had a Hulse on the team in Oak Grove for the last 25 years. Always seems to be a Hulse. There's a Hulse now that was a running back and a linebacker for them several years ago, who is their track coach. So second down and 8 coming up, 5:22 to go here in the fourth. There's the snap, and there's going to be Reynolds. Reynolds spins out of it and falls forward, gets about a yard, going to bring up third
Got 2 injuries
down.
on the ground.
Slow to his feet is an Oak Grove Panther. And that might have just been not where you want to get hit right there on that one. He's trying to shake it off. So we'll keep it here with you for just a second. See, he's going to come up, kind of pulling at his back, though, a little bit as well. It's going to be a third down and 7 for the Cats from the 47-yard line.
We need an 8-yard play here for a first down. That way we can take some more time off the clock. You know, we really need that score. The score is would really make a difference because that would make them have to score twice. And that would be a difficult task with their offense that they've got.
Well, and, you know, here's one of the things you think about, too, Gary. Are they automatically right now feeling like they're in 4-down territory if they get 3 or 4 yards here? I think we'll know a lot by the play call they have on this third down.
The defense has stepped up, so that's a very good possibility. I mean, if you lose yards or don't get anything here, then it's kind of a question. But if you get half of it or a little bit more, your defense has stepped up and made stops when they've needed to in this half.
So it'll be Miller next to Espen in the backfield, and Glenn going to have it on 3rd and 7. Glenn going to roll out, look to throw, gets a block, going to fire it downfield. Jump ball up for grabs. Reynolds can't come up with it. Going to bring up 4th down and 7. So with 4:49 to go, Cats are going to punt it away here. Cats don't have enough players out on the field. They're going to try to get somebody out there fast to snap it. And here is the snap and the kick. Reynolds going to kick it deep to about the 20, and it's going to bounce.
Good roll.
Gets a great cat roll, and it rolls dead at the 1-yard line, where Oak Grove will take over. So if Oak Grove wants to win this football game, they're going to have to go 99 yards in 4 minutes, 39 seconds. Cats lead 12-8 in this one with 4:39 to go here in quarter number 4. So 4:39 to go, fourth quarter. Wait for the play from the sideline. To the line of scrimmage they go here. They're going to go right up the middle, try to give themselves a little bit of breathing room. Going to get a couple of yards up to about the 5, it looks like, where they're going to mark him. So about a 4-yard run.
I have no idea who ran the ball.
Yeah, down there in that end zone. Believe that was Griffin on the carry. So got about 5, maybe 6 on it. I thought they were going about 3 or 4, but they ended up marking him all the way almost up to the 7-yard line. Lone back in the backfield this time, looking to throw. They got a man, and no, missed coverage. Picked off by the Cats. Mason Mitchell back there. And just miscommunication right there. Jones throws deep, and it looked like Armstrong cut his route off. So with 3:56 to go, Cats are going to get the ball at about the 41-yard line of the Panthers. We'll mark it right at the 40. So 3:56 to go here in quarter number 4. And the Cats lead 12-8 with the football. We'll wait here. Referee's talking it over on the far sideline over there. Excelsior Springs up 36-12 on Odessa.
Wow.
So that is not a one that we would have heard of.
Now, Oak Grove's got 2 timeouts, so we're going to have to still at least get a first down to get the clock continue to run good here.
Pistol formation, going to hand off to Nate Reynolds, and Nate going to get a couple and is quickly wrapped up at the 38-yard line. And we'll see how long they go before they want to blow the whistle on those timeouts. 3:42 to go.
I would say if they stop them here with only a short, they'll probably call a timeout here. That gives them 1 timeout on offense. Because when you're on offense in high school, every time you get a first down, it stops until they get the ball set. So they will get some stoppage in the second if they get the ball back on offense.
So here we go, 2nd down and 8, pistol formation. Nate and Jace in the backfield with Espin, Glenn, and they're going to hand off to Jace. And Jace finds a little bit of running room inside the 40 to 35-yard line. And now Oak Grove going to use one of those timeouts with 3:06 to go. And a 3rd down and about 4 coming up for the Cats. We'll take a timeout. Cats lead 12-8, trying to salt this one away.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
All right, 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Cats here. Ball just inside the 35. Cats got to get not quite to the 30. Pistol formation. Jace to the left, Nate to the right of Glenn. Here we go, and they're going to hand off for Nate. Nate's going to barrel forward close to a first down. Going to bring up 4th down and about 2. And Oak Grove going to call their last timeout. So Cats are 4th and 2, maybe 3. Got to feel like they're going to go for it here. And again, you're at the 32-ish, 33-yard line, Gary. You're going to go for it here because you're not going to gain anything by punting this one away.
Yeah, but however, Oak Grove has no timeouts left. If you put them down inside the 10-yard line, they're going to have to go 90-plus yards to get a touchdown. They had no timeouts left. Their offense is running the ball, and I'm not going to say that they haven't had any big runs. They have, but that doesn't give them very long to go the length of the field in that short amount of time. You know, I'm almost saying let's punt it and try to just pooch punt it and get it inside the 10-yard line.
Well, just looking at the stats from the Odessa game, Garrett Bayless, their quarterback, is 6'11", 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. Most of that to Boston Sanders, their standout basketball player who's playing football. 2 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 4th down and 3 coming up. A little floater out, and that'll be Miller. He's not going to get there.
He got it.
I don't think they're going to mark it. We'll
did.
see. He dives forward. The initial contact looked like he wasn't there.
But he before he went down, he put the ball out. So
they're going to say no, he was not there. Oak Grove stops him with 2:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. What I don't understand, I know it's close over there, but why are you not measuring that to see? But it'll be a first down and 10. 2:54 to go in the fourth. Cats lead 12-8. But I do not see what I was going to say on there. I do not see any stats from Heitman, the running back for Odessa, wondering if he may be out right now. So 3 wide receiver set, lone back. They're going to look to throw out in the flats for Armstrong. He gets about 6 or 7 and out of bounds. Moves the ball up to about the 36-yard line, brings up second down and 5 with 2:48 to go here in the fourth. So now they're going to go 3 wide receiver set to the far side, lone back in the backfield, and again look to throw, and they throw it out in the flats, open again on the far side is Armstrong up to about the 48-yard line with 2:46 to go. So ball up to the 48-yard line. Now they got a couple of quick hitters. They get a first down. Wonder if they're going to maybe try to slow it down a little bit here with a 12-8 score. You don't want to give Harrisonville a bunch of time left on the clock even if you score. Under center is Jones. He's going to roll out to pass. Still looking. He's got running lane, and he gets up to about the 47, 46-yard line. Wow, we're going to give him a good spot all the way up. No, now he moves it back. I'm not sure where he was going, the ball judge over here, the sideline. So second down and 5. Clock stops with 2:39 to go. Cats territory now at the 47. So they're going to keep it spread out like this. Jones under center. Lone back in the backfield. This time they're going to roll out far side. Again, they got their guy and out of bounds down to the 32-yard line with 2:32 to go.
That's the only person they really throw to, so we need to maybe put somebody on him a little bit closer.
Looking through their play sheet here, down to the Wildcat 32-yard line. 2:32 still to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 12-8 contest. Jones has got Griffin with him in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set. And again, they're going to roll out, look to pass. They're going to try to go for it all here. And incomplete.
Good play by Lawful. Excellent play by Lawful.
They want pass interference. And Armstrong's going to have to be quiet because he could get a personal foul, or he could get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Brings up second down and 10. Lawful might have had a hand on the hip, but he was able to go around and slap the ball away. That's what you want to do when you're the defender there. Brings up a second down and 10. Again, Griffin in the backfield. Jones under center. And they're going to roll out, look to throw out in the flats this time. Now they throw it.
Intercepted!
Picked off. Espen Glenn with the interception. Read it all the way. And the Cats will take over with 2:20 to go.
Replay on the screen.
Watch this. Watch Espen Glenn read this like a free safety's supposed to read it. I got this. And he dives for it. He read that the entire way, and he did what a free safety's supposed to do, come up and help, and gets the interception. 2:20 to go, fourth quarter. Ball for the Cats at their own 13-yard line. got to get a first down to really salt this one away. And you got to hold on to the football if you're the Wildcats as well.
True.
So Glenn at quarterback in the pistol. They go. They're going to hand off for Jace Reynolds. And Reynolds spins out of a tackle, dives forward to about the 20-yard line. That's a late flag in there. There's a whistle on the field. We got an injured player down there. Looked like it was a face mask penalty. So that'll push it for a first down as they mark it up to the 25. So that'll be a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. And that will get close to being able to run out the clock here. But with the timeout on the field, Cats might have to run all these plays.
But the clock should run even after the injury. I think it's still going. They're still going to get the 25-second clock, I would think. Wouldn't they, Jerry? I think it'll run once he gets off.
So 2:12 to go here, fourth quarter. 12-8 the score.
First things first, hopefully he's okay, whoever it is. He's obviously in pain. Looks like his left knee that they're looking at. And we'll try to get a number here in just a minute to find out who it is.
Tucker saying 13, I believe.
14.
14, which is Griffin, who has been their standout, one of their running backs tonight.
Absolutely.
So he's got those hard yards when they've needed it.
Yeah, he's got 58 yards. 58 yards on 14 carries, so hopefully he's going to be okay for the next game. But they're having to almost carry him. He's not putting much weight, if any weight, on that left knee. So clock is rolling, so you know they're going to start about a 150, 145.
So first down, Cats at the 25. There's a snap, and Nate Reynolds going to have it in the backfield, stays on his feet. They're going to mark him down at the 20 with 1:47 to go.
Brought down by number 50, Xander Brinegar for the Panthers.
So that clock rolls. So they'll have to snap it with about a minute and 6, 7, maybe. You don't probably want to get it to 5. You could go to 5. Second down and 15 coming up for the Cats. As the clock rolls here. And here they go, handoff for Jace Reynolds, and Jace cuts to the outside, 25, 30. And they're going to say he was in bounds. Ball to the 31-yard line with 57 seconds to go.
It's 95 yards for Jace.
Now all you got to do is kneel down because you can snap it inside of 40 seconds.
You can
and
run
the ball game's over if you just snap it in the victory formation.
Now I'd snap it and run a play. I would run a wide play to the left. It's going to take more time for them to set the ball and stuff. So I would run something wide to the left, to the wide side of the field.
And Glenn will kneel down.
Oh, we got the 14.
And so that means the Cats are going to pull it out. 12-8 are going to be our final score. It was a tough-fought game on both sides. And the Cats are going to come out with the victory in this one, 12-8 into the game. The big story be turnovers. Cats got the ones they needed at the right time. So they're going to go through and shake hands. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with our post-game show, teammate of the game, and our teammate of the game, our max effort player of the game, and our final stats on your post-game show brought to you by Suzy Q, our post-game headquarters. We'll be back after this.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Looking for an amazing date night or a night out with friends? Get your reservations in at the Cider House for our next farm-to-table dinner. This is a locally sourced 5-course dinner prepared by a professional chef, local musician, wine pairings by Aubrey Vineyards, all in a beautiful farm setting. Our next dinner is coming up on September 18th. We do sell out, so don't wait to book. We also have event space rental for special events with our own catering options. We even have Airbnb accommodations and cooking classes coming soon. Check us out at www.theciderhouseevents.com, located just 8 miles south of Harrisonville on 7 Highway South.
Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the Bright Futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
How many times at 10 o'clock on Friday have you got that urge for a late-night snack and nothing in Harrisonville is open? No longer a problem because Domino's is open till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday nights. Domino's offers carry-out, delivery, and even contactless delivery. With pizza, sandwiches, wings, breadsticks, and more, make Domino's your Harrisonville pizza place. Call now to order at 816-793-6333 or visit them online or on the app.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field. Welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. Cats victorious 12-8 in what you would have thought would have been a mud bowl score. Cats have been putting points on the board all year except for that center game. Just kind of got bogged down tonight. You got to give a lot of credit to the Oak Grove defense. And the Cat defense came to play tonight as well, able to stifle that running game of Oak Grove and hold them down a little bit. It's our post-game show brought to you by our friends at the Suzy Q. Always open late on Friday nights after the game as the post-game headquarters. Boys over there always watching the games on a Friday night. And we just spun the wheel for some free Domino's pizza. And our lucky winner tonight, Roseanne Bostic, wins the free food and pizza from Domino's. So, Roseanne, get a hold of us, and we will get you your free pizza. Gary's, I think, finished getting some stats together behind us here, Gary. And what do you got for us?
Well, to give you the stats, run by quarter, first of all. After the first quarter, it was 0-0. Then in the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter half, it was 8-6 Oak Grove. That's the way it ended in the third quarter, was 8-6. In the fourth quarter, so we went ahead 12-8 where the score ended. Jace Reynolds ended up with 12 carries, 95 yards. Nate Reynolds ended up with 11 carries, 74 yards. Miller had 1 carry for 3. And Esmond Glenn had 10 carries for 22. That includes sacks. So some of that's a little bit disparative as far as he had a really good run over here to go out of bounds. Receiving, Jace Reynolds had 1 catch for 55 yards. Nate Reynolds had 2 catches for 18. Alawful had 1 catch for 34. And Miller had 1 catch for 4, almost 5 on that last one. Total rushing yards, 174 yards, 111 yards passing. To a total of 305 yards, for 17 minutes and 45 seconds of line from offensive scrimmage. For Oak Grove, Smith had 23 carries for 107 yards. Griffin had 14 carries for 58 yards, and then Salmon had 8 carries for 50 yards. Receiving, the main receiver was Armstrong. He had a total of 4 catches for 67 yards. They had 232 yards of rushing offense, 74 yards of receiving for a total of 306 yards. Just like at the end of the first half, it was almost even, and it's within 1 yard unofficially. However, they had the ball for 30 minutes and 15 seconds compared to our 10:45, almost 3 times. We were just able to do something with the ball when we had it, as far as moving it more quickly than them. But that first drive, the first drive was 9 minutes and 30 seconds of that 30 minutes and 15 seconds. So, good win. You'll take a win when you get it. There was a lot of different mistakes that were made on both teams to give the other team the opportunity to win. Then it came down to who was going to take advantage of the mistake at the right time. And then obviously we ended there with that interception by Glenn there about the 20-yard line or so.
I'm going to have my teammate of the game. Talk about that in a second, but let's talk about teammate of the game, brought to you by our good friends Lacey Dominic of Shelter Insurance and Cam Chenoweth of American Family. They're in a contest right now, and whichever one of the two get the most insurance quotes by next Friday, the other one has to allow that person to give away this prize pack, and it's a Blackstone tabletop grill, Blackstone accessories, a branding iron gift certificate, and Wildcat tumblers. I would put my name in. I would call both of them and get you an insurance quote this week, so you get your chance at the Blackstone prize pack between those two, as they're in a heated competition. And, Cam didn't get very much pub from us last weekend at our Back the Blue, so Lacey maybe pushed out to the lead. So if you're looking for Cam to win, you might want to go over and get an insurance quote from him. Either way, get an insurance quote. If I'm going to get an insurance quote from both, because then that assures me of a chance at winning the Blackstone accessories, and it gives you a chance to find out if you can save some money on insurance. So give them a call, do that. Their teammate of the game tonight, I'm going to go with Mason Mitchell. And let me tell you why. Mason has been the primary quarterback for the majority of this year, and tonight Espen Glenn stepped in at quarterback, but you didn't see Mason Mitchell over on the sideline pouting, doing anything like that. Mason's out there, has a key interception in the second half, and really helped the Wildcats win this football game on one of those turnovers. So my teammate of the game tonight's going to be Mason Mitchell. Yeah, and I've got to go with you on that. He's done a lot for the team this year, and Espen Glenn did a great job at quarterback tonight. I'd like to see whichever one continues. Obviously they're both going to be able to push each other and support each other, and I think that's what they do as teammates and teammates of the game. Absolutely. And then that brings us to our max effort player of the game. I'm going to go with Espen Glenn tonight. First night at quarterback all season long that he played the entire game at QB. They didn't have any switching on the quarterback. I think Nate did take a couple of direct snaps when Espen wasn't in there, kind of more of a Wildcat type formation. Obviously Nate can throw the ball as well, but Espen had the big pass down to the 1 yard line that set up their first score, had a huge run over here on the near sideline. Great read on that one, and just managed the game the way that the Cats needed it managed tonight. He did. He had great reads. He was 5 for 7 for 111 yards. You don't see the Cats normally go over 100 yards in receiving, and he was 5 for 7. And had the drive right before half, I think to a certain extent really turned the tide of the game, because it gave us the opportunity to have points on the board before we went in. We scored with 16 seconds left. That drive was a 5-play, 70-yard drive with 3 first downs, almost 3 back-to-back first downs, scoring with 16 seconds left. We were still behind at the time, but I think that somewhat changed the tone of the game, because had we not, who knows what would have happened. Oh, and by the way, game-stealing interception by Espen Glenn as well. So definitely deserving of the max effort player of the game. And, it sets up a showdown with Odessa that's been a thorn in the side of the Cats for the last 4 or 5 years. Going into tonight, Odessa had not lost a regular season football game since 2018. Last check, they were down 36-12 to Excelsior Springs. So looks like we're going to get an angry bunch of Bulldogs coming into Harrisonville next week. And, I think you can look at that both ways going into next week. They're going to be mad. They're going to want a bounce-back game against Harrisonville. It's always a hard-nosed game between the two. And Harrisonville's probably looking and thinking, all right, let's go in there and let's try to thump them because they did just get beat. Excelsior beat Harrisonville as well. Excelsior, very capable team in this conference. And now I start thinking about the way that the stats are rolling on the conference. And we said, I don't think Harrisonville, they've got 3 conference. To start thinking they could possibly play for maybe a share. We're going to have to go.
You have to look at it because
it's going to be a beautiful mind type of thing. Trying to figure it all out.
Everybody's been beating, obviously. So it's going to be a fun contest, a good game. Good. Thankfully, we got it at home, and who knows what's going to happen any given Friday night. But we believe it's going to be a good hard fought game by both teams. And 2016, 3-3. And where do we go?
And you also remember, I believe that game after the 3-3, they lost those 3. It was a hard-fought win to make them get to 4-3, and then that's really what got the ball rolling. So, maybe that's all they needed.
And they played a very good Panther team tonight. Don't take anything against Oak Grove. They were a great team, but in the second half, I'm telling you, we played good defense. The series they had, punt, fumble, punt, downs, and then 2 interceptions, one by Mitchell and one by Glenn. They did not score in the second half, and their first drive, what we said was about a 20-play drive, covered 72 yards in 10 minutes and 45 seconds. When you look at that, you think the first drive, and then you see what happened in the second half. You wouldn't have believed it had you not been ahead keeping the stats. And so, obviously they stepped up. The defense stepped up in the second half, did what they needed to do to win, and so you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, so and now you start thinking about the game next week and then the implications that go into districts. Harrisonville, from the 3 seed through the 6 seed in that district is just jumbled mess. And it's Grandview. Grandview was getting beat by Kearney tonight. You got Warrensburg was in a close one with Summit Christian. They were up by 4 last I checked in that one. I didn't see a Bolivar score, but you got those 4 right there. Harrisonville might be able to jump all the way up to a 3 seed and host a playoff game. So you never know. This last couple of weeks, this is what we love. It's, almost November, and that's when you win those trophies. So we'll see what happens if you're the Wildcats. They're victorious tonight, 12-8, in a hard-fought battle against the Oak Grove Panthers, and they're going to have an angry group of Bulldogs coming their way next Friday at Memorial Stadium. For Jerry Forschler back behind me, for Tucker Forschler behind the camera, for Gary Davidson, I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Oak Grove. We'll see you next Friday night at Memorial Stadium.